In this video, I'm going to show you the 7 brutal truths about your anger. If you can master these, you will never get upset by anyone again. Imagine this. You're trying to park, you see a spot, signal, and just as you're about to pull in, some genius swoops in and steals it. Your reaction? Or someone cuts you off in traffic and you suddenly feel like auditioning for a role in an action movie. Most people think this is normal. It's not. It's emotional kindergarten. Let's start with the first brutal truth. Truth number 1. Your anger is a choice, not a reaction. They made me angry. That phrase is pure comedy. People love to think they're powerless puppets, yanked around by the strings of other people's nonsense. But anger doesn't start with them. It starts with you. With your thoughts, your interpretations, your judgments. Your emotions are your responsibility. They don't inject anger into your veins. You flip the switch. The second you accept this, you regain control. Think about it like this. A friend of mine, let's call him Alex, ordered a coffee at a cafe. The barista, clearly having a bad day, messes up the order and is a little rude about it. Alex has 2 choices. He can rage, complain, and get his day ruined, or he can simply say, "No problem, can you please remake it?" The barista's rudeness is an event. Alex's anger is his choice. It's a simple shift, but it changes everything. Truth number 2. They are energy vampires, and you are the buffet. Let's be brutally honest. When someone pushes your buttons, cuts you off, or says something ugly, they're not just being rude. They're looking for a reaction. Your anger is a valuable currency for them. Think of them as energy vampires. I know a guy named Mark who worked with a woman who complained about everything. Every morning she'd come to his desk, sigh loudly and say, "Can you believe what a mess this project is?" She was trying to pull him into her negative emotional state. She wanted to drain his positive energy to fuel her own misery. The moment Mark would say, "Yeah, it's terrible," she'd feel a little better, and he'd feel terrible. She was feeding on his frustration. So when you feel that anger rising, ask yourself, do I want to be their free buffet? Truth number 3. Your body has a 90-second reset button. Let's talk science. When a strong emotion like anger hits, your brain floods your body with chemicals. That surge feels overwhelming, like you can't stop it. But here's the brutal truth. That entire chemical storm lasts only about 90 seconds. After that, it's not biology keeping you angry. It's you. My friend Sarah has a great example of this. Someone once cut her off on the highway, and her first instinct was to slam the horn, scream, and chase them down. But she remembered this rule. She just took her foot off the gas, took a deep breath, and let the first 90 seconds pass. After a minute and a half, the feeling of rage was completely gone. She laughed at how ridiculous her initial impulse was. She didn't let a temporary chemical surge turn into a permanent bad mood. Truth number 4. Your ego is to blame, not them. Most anger is just ego in a cheap costume. You don't rage because someone did something. You rage because you gave their behavior a meaning that stabbed your pride. You disrespected me. They made me look weak. Notice the pattern? It's always about you. I heard a story about a couple where one partner, let's say Jessica, gently criticized her boyfriend, Tom's cooking. She said, "The soup is a little too salty." Tom didn't just get annoyed. He got furious. He yelled, "How can you say that? I worked so hard on this." The anger wasn't about the soup. It was about his ego feeling attacked. He interpreted her words as, "You are a bad cook," when she only meant, "The soup has a lot of salt." Once he learned to separate his ego from the feedback, their relationship got much healthier. Truth number 5. Curiosity is your real power. This is where psychology loves to ruin your excuses. Instead of asking, "How dare they?" ask, Why would they do that? Curiosity doesn't excuse bad behavior. It explains it. It shrinks anger down to size. You stop seeing a monster and start seeing a flawed human being. Psychology calls this cognitive reframing. My friend Michael was furious when his older brother was very rude to him at a family dinner. Instead of yelling back, Michael took a moment and asked himself, why is he acting this way? Later, he learned that his brother had just lost his job and was under immense financial stress. Michael's anger vanished. He realized the rudeness wasn't personal. It was a symptom of his brother's pain. This didn't make the behavior okay, but it replaced rage with empathy, which is a powerful tool. Truth number 6. Your identity is your armor. You can't control the world or the people in it, but you can control who you are, your identity. The moment you stop defining yourself by others' actions, you gain a freedom that nobody can take away. Strength isn't about exploding first. It's about staying calm while everything around you collapses. I have a friend who is a photographer, and he constantly gets negative comments online. He used to get furious, but he learned to see the comments as noise. He realized his worth wasn't defined by what a random stranger on the internet said. His identity as a talented photographer was built on his skill and his passion, not on their approval. When he stopped letting their insults touch his identity, he became unshakable. He simply deletes the comments and moves on because he knows who he is. Truth number 7. You can't control them. You only control you. The world may rage, the idiots may perform, the chaos may swirl, but you remain untouched. You are the final authority on your emotions. Stop blaming, start owning, stop reacting, start choosing. Control your choices, and you control your freedom. My sister, a manager, once told me about a very demanding customer. The customer would yell and threaten her over small issues. My sister realized she couldn't control the customer's behavior. She couldn't force them to be polite, so she chose to control her own response. Instead of getting upset, she spoke calmly, enforced her boundaries, and handled the situation without losing her peace. She realized that by trying to control the customer, she was only losing her own power. By focusing on her own response, she regained it. And trust me, that's more powerful than yelling ever was. So, you've learned the 7 brutal truths about your anger. You now know it's a choice, not a reaction. You understand how to disarm energy vampires, recognize your 90-second reset button, defeat your ego, leverage curiosity, and armor your identity. This isn't just theory. These are the tools to reclaim your inner peace and personal power. But here's the thing, understanding is just the beginning. The real challenge is integrating these truths into your daily life. It's about building consistent habits that make you unshakable, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. In our next video, we'll dive deep into 3 incredibly powerful habits that will permanently rewire your brain to automatically choose calm over chaos. These aren't quick fixes, they are a lifestyle transformation. So, if you're ready to stop being an emotional puppet and become the master of your mind, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and share this video with anyone who needs to hear these truths. And tell me in the comments, which of these 7 truths resonated with you the most? I can't wait to read your thoughts. See you in the next one.